everybody, welcome back to another live stream with Dr. Zombie. Tonight we're going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I'm currently in the pre-setup phase here, but it looks like most of my players are already available. So I will jump in and say hello to Pluto and Mr. Fantastic. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Hi, folks. Ready to play? Ready to get some Dungeons & Dragons on?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Haley must be setting up her stream because she's currently deafened and muted, which is fine. I am looking for background audio, but I don't really know because I have to play it in order to know what it sounds like, and I'm currently was launching the stream. So let me have a look here. Tavern music, I don't want like fucking music. That doesn't apply in this case. Not for your favorite tavern.
Not for my tavern.
Hashtag not my tavern. Alright. These are the only two that might even kind of apply. I'm just gonna fuck around with them.
Just pull up fight scenes from Fight Club.
Oh. I should probably not have played a sound that might go into Haley's stream.
What?
While she's setting up her stream.
Yikes, what?
Can you guys all hear this noise?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's like people talking in the ocean?
Yep. It's a fishing village noise, which might kind of work for the dock tavern that you guys are. This one here is Docks District. Let's see if that sounds good. Seagulls. Creaking boards. Good stuff. Okay.
Sounds like we're on the ocean.
Little background music that I might throw in, sprinkle in to liven things up. Welcome, Haley.
Ooh. Hi.
Welcome to the Strem.
I'm dead.
You're dead. I've placed you guys back on the view of Saltmarsh because when we begin here, Pluto is going to be dragging your corpse away from a haunted mansion a couple miles north of town. Actually, I'm sorry, east of town. And I'll
Making a sacrifice to the blood gods?
throwing it into the blood gods. I'll bring it all in there. I don't know. Are we ready to get going? It's a little early, but that's okay. I don't mind.
Wow, this is early for you? That's shocking. This is early, like
earlier than
early
I said
slash
we would start.
almost right on time for me.
I said we'd start at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, a little early is good. Okay, cool. No one's watching. That's fine.
Also, nice shirt, especially because today is Mario Day.
It is Mario Day. I would claim that I did this on purpose, but in fact, I'm just lucky like that.
Oh.
So,
Wario's better than Mario.
how dare you?
But also, it's Mr. Fantastic's birthday, so everybody should be like, happy fucking birthday.
Happy fucking birthday, Mr. Fantastic. Asterix, I hope you didn't get too high on the drugs, Asterix. Wow. Okay.
Whoa! It's time for me to drink already.
I'm drinking tonight as well. I know
I haven't
said-
drank in a while. Just saying, not saying, but also saying. So it's about to be like that.
Good for you. Oh, get back on the train. Right into liver disease town. Toot toot. Where Dr. Zombie lives. I said last time, I'm like, I don't drink during D&D nights because I really need to focus. I don't think I'm going to be focusing quite as much tonight because I'm pretty secure in the stuff I need to do. I know the stuff I have or need. I don't expect you guys to go so far off the rails that I'll have nothing that I can fall back on. But I should grab the book, which is across this fucking room.
Fucking noob.
That's what
Uh-oh,
I'm
Doc's
not doing.
sweatpants exposed.
My tits are exposed? What?
Yes,
Oh.
we all saw them.
Sorry for the boob shot. Should have saved it for my OnlyFans. Alright.
Do you have an OnlyFans? Question.
No. In order to get an OnlyFans, they wanted like a sample of my semen and like fucking.
You
first
do?
one
Oh my
child.
god, I still haven't done it.
It's-
You have to take a picture of your ID and your face together, front and back.
And that's just to look at other people's OnlyFans. Like that's not if I want to post dick pics. It's
No, that's only if you want to post pictures.
No, if you want to look at people's stuff, you still need to prove a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, I'm not comfortable with a website that is essentially amateur porn, asterisk 99% asterisk, having my fucking credit card. Like, no.
They have music on there now too.
Oh, music as well, asterisk, mostly porn, asterisk. I don't. I don't even want Dunkin' Donuts to know my credit card, but that's for totally different reasons. Okay, I've got the Monster Manual.
Walmart has your credit card, clearly.
Sure fucking does. You guys saw my TikTok.
I'm sorry, that TikTok. I just only wish, like, if you had fuck you money,
Yeah.
that you would just fucking ram your car through your front gate. That would have been the best. Like, you were like, I have to get this strawberry cake now, and just fucking went.
If I had, like, a bunch of those pool noodles, I could have maybe, like, attached them to the front of the car and taken the pole out so that when I hit it, it would just pop open.
That would have been hilarious.
And not damage the car, and no one would be the wiser. But yeah, people were leaving comments like, I wish you would have rammed the gate. Why didn't he ram the gate? I'm like...
That was the first thing I thought of.
I don't want to damage my fucking car.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. All right, I've got the book. I've got our little scratch paper where I keep track of hit points and initiative and shit. I've got...
Oh my god, it would be so smart if I had my D&D stuff open.
It would be. I should definitely
Who
open
am I?
D&D stuff as well. In the background here, I can pull open the player's handbook, which is already listed in my frequently opened files. For
I was
reasons.
gonna say, I'm not gonna know any of my role things if I don't have that open.
I should definitely keep the DMG on hot button as well. That's Dungeon Master's Guide, by the way. Because that contains certain rules that I might need to refer to at certain points in the game. Sometimes I just flub things, but often it's good to have a fair and balanced reference. Let me just pull that open. Okay. Here's where...
Dude, I'm glad all my powers I prepared for came in to help.
You incinerated many things before you burst into the room going, here's my fleshy body! Hit it with as much damage as you can.
With my 2 hit points?
So, we learned something today. The reason the wizard doesn't go first is because they can't soak up any damage.
I'm sorry, the person with the fucking sword was running out of the building.
That was only after you went down and the barbarian almost died. He was like, you know what? I've seen how this one ends. All right. Speaking of, hold on. Gotta get that gin in the bloodstream. Oswald. It doesn't take very long as you're carrying this almost 6-foot-tall halfling female down the street. And you are, all of 3 feet halfling. For people to take notice. And villagers run over to you, asking like, oh my god, what happened? How can we help? What a tragedy. And they can clearly see these acid burn marks all over Haley's body, as well as wounds from the skeletons that were ripping at her. It is up to you to decide what you're going to tell them and how much you're going to tell them.
Well, before they see us, I would like to grab 2 dick potions.
Dick potions.
From Haley's corpse and just put them on my person.
Got it.
And then we go and see people.
Do you want to rifle through Haley's pockets before you come in contact with anybody? Because they all give the house a wide berth. They don't go anywhere near the gates. Okay.
You literally know. Never mind.
So
I was
Haley...
thoroughly convinced.
Haley has a number of things on her person that are not the standard stuff that I'm going to make sure you don't mess with. So obviously you don't care about her spell book. It's, foreign weird wizard shit. You don't care about all of her personal property that she came to the game with. But you do realize that she pocketed a bottle of fine wine. Roll a investigation check to see if you can identify how fine of a wine this might be.
Not fine enough for your grimy hands.
Well,
Probably
you're
not.
unconscious, so or dead.
No, she's
I
dead.
like how I got this man more gold for this party, and he's fucking rummaging through my pockets for dick potions.
You claim they work. Ah, okay. You do recognize the label, and you recognize that the wine is actually a rare vintage. It's worth a decent amount of money for a bottle of wine. You think you could probably get, with the right buyer, like 50 gold coins for it. You've probably never tasted wine of this vintage either. It's rare.
It probably tastes like shit, but you know.
It's quite possible.
True.
You also find 3 dusty old tomes that smell conspicuously like the building that you just fled from. And you recall that Haley did not say that she picked up any books or anything like that. Make another investigation check for these books. However, make it at a disadvantage because...
I'm not worried about the books.
Okay, you look at the books and you're like, whatever, and you shove them right back in her pocket. I think that's the only things of interest that Haley took from the building, the haunted house. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think it was just the wine and the books.
Nope, just the wine and books.
Okay. So he takes the wine, leaves the books, and continues down the road. Now...
He didn't say he wanted the wine. He said he wanted the dick potions.
Also,
I
he
took
takes...
mine too.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I thought that was pretty clear. So he takes 2 of your dick potions, male enhancement, asterisk, actually just swamp gas, and then he takes the bottle of fine wine, asterisk, probably tastes like shit, but it's worth something. And then you start dragging her corpse down the road, and you quickly come into contact with villagers who are tending to their farms, going about their business, moving to and from the mine, etc. So they run over to you and they're like, oh my god, what happened?
Also, just as like a quick thing, I don't think I probably would have like left the general premises, but it wouldn't be that far off.
Okay, so let's roll back just a few seconds. Mr. Fantastic, you are leaving the grounds of the haunted house, running as far away as you feel comfortable stopping, and then what are you planning to do?
I was thinking of using the I forget what it's second wind, I think.
Okay.
And then just resting
Okay.
at that point.
Let's see. Second wind. Let me zip down to the fighter page here so I can see exactly what that do.
It's a 1d10 plus fighter level.
Okay, so roll the 1d10 and add 1 to it, and you regain that many hit points. Okay, so you regain 9 of your hit points immediately. Just, you take a break, you take a deep breath, you crack your knuckles, and you feel a lot better already. Your maximum hit points is somewhere on this page, 13.
13.
So you're more than halfway back to full. I don't even recall what you were at before.
I think I was like somewhere close to like 3 or 4 or something.
Okay, so you're probably fully healed. Now what do you want to do?
I'm at like a comfortable distance away from the thing, right?
Yes. I would say you're probably like 100 yards away from the building. Looking back, you can see the stone wall. You have not yet seen your compatriots come out.
I guess just like wait there doing a short rest.
Okay. A short rest normally takes an hour. But about 5 minutes into your break, make a perception check. This is to see if you notice Oswald clambering through one of the openings with Cat in tow after rooting through her pockets.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining this like 3-foot man carrying my 6-foot body.
It is. And he's ripped. He's got like big, huge halfling
Dude, he's
muscles.
fucking ripped.
He's like if you took Popeye and shrunk him down. Yeah, you do. You spot him clambering over one of the holes in the wall, carrying Cat's lifeless body. So now you can decide if you want to run over and help, or sneak away in shame, or something else.
I would say probably run over and help.
Okay. All right, Oswald. Before you even come in contact with the townsfolk, Aurelian comes running back. He looks a lot better. Last time you saw him, he had gashes all over his body from skeleton claws. It looks like he took a deep breath and they all went away. So he's here. You may discuss.
What the fuck was that?
We were both like running out, and by the time I even noticed that you were fighting him again, I honestly was far enough away that I didn't even think I could do anything. I mean, somehow you fucking got out of there.
I fucking
guess I was
killed
wrong.
him. I killed the dead bastard.
I guess I was wrong.
Holy shit! Like, here, you carry her.
Okay.
All right, so Pluto pawns Haley's body off on Mr. Fantastic. Actually, you guys could probably like do one of those things where one of you grabs the legs, and the other one grabs the shoulders, and you make progress down the road. And then after a few minutes, villagers start taking notice, and they come running. Like, is she hurt? Is she okay? What happened? Did she fall down a well? Typical farmer shit. It becomes quite apparent to them very quickly that she's dead, and that she died from acid burns and what looks like animal claws all over her. And they become concerned, and they start saying, what happened?
We went into the mansion thing, and we heard screams, so I went in to help, and this guy waited outside, and yeah. This is what we had left.
You don't need to make a roll for it. They're just going to take you at your word there because all the evidence seems to support that. And they're like, oh my god, she was in the haunted mansion? You went in there? That's horrible. Why would anyone do that? It's there's ghosts in there, and God, and they start, crossing themselves, essentially, whatever religious charms they can think of to protect themselves from evil. But one of them, a farmer with mud halfway up his knees, drags a wheelbarrow over it and helps you get Haley's body into the wheelbarrow, where she looks incredibly undistinguished, her legs hanging off the side, dead, of course. And you can wheelbarrow her back to town. Now, the first place you come across here is number 26, which is the temple, where you washed yourselves off only the day before. That is the Temple of Procon, who is basically D&D's version of Poseidon. Oswald, the first place you can think of that you might want to take a dead body would be here. Immediately behind it is the cemetery, for obvious reasons. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take her over to where the well is for the shrine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw in, let's see, what do I got? Where the hell is my money? There it is. A gold piece. And just wish for good passing for this person that I was supposed to keep watch of. And that I don't get blamed for any of this.
Okay. So you recite the most common prayer you could think of, which is, please don't let this be my fault. I want nothing to do with this. Amen.
and I empty one of the dick potions into the well as well.
Okay.
Because everyone needs a good hard dick.
Right before you do that, like as you're opening the potion, one of the temple acolytes comes running over to you and is like, "No, don't defile the holy waters with potions or ointments or booze, you may pour one into the sea for her later. Not here. We like to keep the wells clean, sir. And the acolyte looks down at Haley, at Kat, and goes,
Did he come running over with like a rock hard one though?
No, because
That's the real question.
swinging between. No, he is quite not erect at this moment. He's wearing white and blue robes. Clearly one of the temple's like lower acolytes whose job is to like scrub the wells clean, and probably just doesn't want you dumping it in there for that reason alone. It's probably not like temple policy. He just doesn't want to have to do the extra work to clean out the grog again. But he comes over and he's like, by the 12, what happened to her? My gods, she's been killed, murdered. Who did such a thing?
It doesn't matter. They're dead too.
That might actually be a decent for the type of clientele they normally get. Okay, he looks like he wants to ask more questions, but decides against it, and nods solemnly and is like, "Let me go and get the head keeper and discuss."
And I'm just gonna sit down and rest.
Yeah, you can sit down, Aurelian. You can rest as well. A short 5 minutes later, Welgar Brinehanded comes to you. You remember him from before, and he looks over Kat's body and sort of does a tisk-tisk motion and noise with his mouth. And he goes, "Oh, that is quite a shame. She seemed so full of life but a day ago." And he examines her acid burns and checks her pulse and things like that. And it's like, there's nothing we can do for this young lady. You have two options. You can either pay to have her entombed in the graveyard here, or you can offer her to the sea. Many who die in combat or die having lived long sailors' lives, they go to the Leap, and their bodies are thrown into the ocean, where Procon can either accept them or reject them. Procon accepts most. The bodies are never washed up on shore. Occasionally one washes up on shore and then we bury it. Because if Procon doesn't want it, then we don't want to try twice. That would anger the god. So I recommend you wheelbarrow her up to the cliff and toss her over.
Hell yeah.
It sounds out of character. It sounds more like they just don't want to
Dig a
put
hole.
through the effort of actually making a grave.
Do you know how long a 7-foot grave takes to dig?
So that's what I recommend. I recommend you toss her into the sea. If she washes up on shore, we'll bury her. It'd be different if she died at sea. Then we would want to bring her remains to shore to bury them. It's very complicated.
I understand.
Sacrifice blood to the blood gods! Or, I mean, fish to the fish god. Water to him.
Blood to the fish water gods? I don't know. Just throw me into the fucking sea.
Dick
Just
potions.
throw me
to
into the sea, slash some dick potions, and then maybe he'll be happy.
Okay. It's up to you guys what you're gonna do.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'll stop telling you what to do. You
No,
guys do it.
you've got a corpse.
We're gonna throw her in the sea.
Awesome. Haley's
Right.
from beyond the grave. Cat is like, throw me into the sea. It's what I would have wanted. Okay.
And we're gonna do it in the most disrespectful way ever.
Perfect.
If you've ever lifted up a toddler by their arms and like swung in a circle, we're just gonna launch it.
Oh god.
Just
Oh, it's even better.
woo.
So you guys wheelbarrow her back to the cliff, the leap it's called. Once or twice, like the wheelbarrow has a wonky wheel, so like you almost dump her out of the cart accidentally. So now her arm and head are hanging off one side and legs of the other. And people are giving you the weirdest looks, which, honestly, given the situation, are probably completely normal. You get to the edge, and at first you try just tipping the wheelbarrow up and hoping she'll slide off, but she tumbles out, rolls to the edge of the leap, and just hangs there. So then you decide we're going to do the thing where we, like, swing her in a circle and then toss. Make a strength check.
Both of us?
Whoever's doing the tossing. It sounds like Pluto wants to grab by the legs and spin in a circle first.
Pluto wants to, but let's be honest, I don't think he has the strength to.
If that doesn't work, you'll probably do the thing where you go 1, 2, 3.
Let's see.
You know,
Can I
like
use
your
athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, athletics is fine.
17.
That's good enough. You spin her around until her hands are flopping in the wind, and then you just get the perfect arc, and off she goes, tumbling off the side of the cliff. And there's a bit of a fog below it, so you kind of just see her body go poof into the fog, and then, like 30 seconds later, you hear sploosh down at the bottom. Through the wind and the waves that come crashing to the shore, you can just hear her body hit. Cat. You only remember the final moments of your life. Acid burning away your flesh, drifting in and out of consciousness before you left this plane. And then you remember blackness. Deep, dark, midnight, everywhere. But it only lasts for a few seconds. And then, in front of you, encompassing everything that you can see, is an enormous gray skull with a almost smiling image to its jaw and teeth. It speaks to you, not as a voice would come out, but an all-encompassing reverberation from everything that is and was and ever will be. The sound of which is part feminine, part masculine, as if multiple voices are speaking at once. And it says, "You have more work to do for me."
I mean, okay. Who the fuck are you?
Laughter rattling your bones and flesh with how loud and all-encompassing it is. "You will know me by name. Go and work." It seems to be waiting for some kind of response.
offer it a dick potion.
I mean, I can offer you a bottle of fine wine. Oh, fuck!
As you kind of take note of the situation, it's an experience unlike anything you've ever had before. You see tiny little motes, little golden yellow balls of light that sort of twill in the air the way a firefly might, going from behind you forward and past this skull. And as they pass by the skull, you hear tiny little screams, "Help!" and the motes disappear. "Help!" as they go by. And then you feel a tugging deep in your stomach, pulling you back.
Oh, fuck. Do I work for, like, Satan? I mean, I am kind of like a devil, aren't I?
Like something is dragging you around the waist, like a rope around the waist, pulling you back. And then suddenly your mouth fills with salt water. You can barely breathe. Your lungs are heaving in fiery pain as you are pulled out of the ocean in a fisher's net. The bright sun, the sound of seagulls, and a confused bunch of sailors who are staring down at you with quizzical eyes, dragging your now filled with life again body onto the deck of a fishing boat. One of them stands over you and looks down and goes, "Well, that was weird," and pokes you with a spear, a little fishing spear, like just the rounded soft end. "Lass, are you alive?" And you throw up.
Can I? Yeah, I'm throwing up salt water. Can I punch him in the dick for poking me?
You could try, but right now you really just feel sick.
Can I throw up while I punch him in the...
All right. You make a feeble attempt to swat at his dick, but he steps back and kind of blocks your hand with the staff as you spit up some salt water. And he goes, she's mad! She's mad with fever! Get her fresh water, quick! She must have fallen off a boat! And other sailors go running to fetch a pail of fresh water. What's your name, lass?
Cat? How about you?
I'm Krogan. I'm a sailing captain. You're near the coast of Saltmarsh. Do you know where that is, lass?
Yeah, I was just swimming.
He looks around. Not good at swimming, are you? You're 4 miles off the shore. Did you hit your head or slip or jump off the leaf?
Yes. I fell and then I swam and now I'm here.
Oh, by the divines, you got fucking lucky. You could have been dead. Brokan would have taken you.
Imagine being dead. It's probably fucking weird. I bet you weird people talk to you and then you're on a fishing boat.
So he stares at you a bit. Oh, it sounds real weird, lass. I don't recommend it. Dying, not something I'd want to do. By now they bring you a thing of fresh water and you realize you could really go for some fresh water. You are thirsty as fuck right now. You also feel like maybe there's a bottle of wine that's missing. What the fuck? And it starts coming back to you what happened, but of course you don't remember anything since the moment you actually died. One of the sailors is whispering about good omens. Well, we saved someone's life at sea. That's got to be a good omen. Maybe the fates will change. Maybe our fortunes will get better. And the other sailors start spreading this, rumor like wildfire because they're very, very superstitious. And it's not every day that somebody fishes somebody alive out of the sea. Sure enough, minutes later, after you've sat up and drank some water, they haul in a full-ass net of fish. And you take it by their reactions that this has not happened in weeks.
I'm very lucky to have around.
The captain who you spoke with earlier is looking down at you and looking at the fish, and he's like, it seems ye might be. Any experience manning a sailing ship?
No, I don't do labor.
I was about to offer ye a job. If we pull in twice this load coming back, you'll get one anyway. You can sit on the ship and throw up over the side, just don't go swimming.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, is everybody else does work. I just let you know.
You're like a trophy wench.
Yes, I am definitely a trophy wench. That's what I am.
That's the job I need. What is the equivalent of D&D's social media influencer? All right. Kat, that will... we will leave you there. And I'll put you over here because you're out at sea. Aurelian and Oswald. You've just tossed Cat off the cliff. Now what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go back to the shrine and see if they can help me with my wounds.
Okay. They certainly can. Every time... they will patch you up a little bit with just sort of basic things. If you're interested in a spell, magical way to heal, first, know that it isn't necessary. As long as you get a good night's rest, you'll actually recover everything. But secondly, if you do want to pursue a little magical healing, they'll be pushing an offering plate toward you. Basically, you can get healing, but we require a donation. That's up to you.
Pick up a few stones and I throw it in a plate.
They look down at the plate and they shake it a little bit. Huh. You receive the equivalent of a Band-Aid. They will wrap up your wounds with cloth, but no cleric is coming today, sir.
That is exactly what I wanted.
You feel a lot better. Certainly they did their job tending to your wounds, but...
Cleaned off some of the acid.
In fact, it takes long enough that you could, if you wish, take a short rest, including you, Mr. Fantastic. So if you have any wounds, you can spend a hit die to recover some. Actually, I was going to say, I think you guys did that last session, but I'll go ahead and allow it again, because it's been a bit...
Aren't they both fully healed?
I know Mr. Fantastic is.
Well, I need a short rest to get second wind again, so I will be doing that, and my character's probably going to be like, explaining this to the fucking guy that just hired me to guard...
Yeah.
It's like cargo ship or whatever. He's gonna be a fucking hassle.
Man, we all had a job to do in like 2 days. Fuck.
What day is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna find a replacement, or maybe just not.
Not that I needed to, but I healed for 7, so
Okay.
Back at 8.
Okay, so you actually did need some healing. You were damn near dead. Okay, fine. After you've patched yourself up and taken a rest, you both feel a lot better. Physically, not emotionally. You did just throw one of your friends off a cliff. Well, whatever, you didn't know her that well. Now what would you like to do? The obvious answer is get a drink. But that's up to you. I lead you not.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, if the fresh water is good enough, Haley, once you've quenched your thirst, you'll probably ask for something stronger, and they'll bring you a flask of grog. It's quite shite, but it is alcoholic. and once they pull in a second net full of fish, the captain brings you whiskey.
That's what I'm looking for.
You can drink this as long as we keep pulling in those.
So I'm gonna head on over to what was it again? The something net.
The empty net. I believe it is. Yep, the empty net.
Where Kreb is?
That is where Kreb Shanker is. Correct. You have kept good notes.
I have kept notes.
So it takes you a little while to wander down the town. However, you're going to get to the empty net long before Haley's current fishing ship reaches port. So you burst into the empty net, and of course it is empty. It is, fishing time, so all of the sailors who still have jobs are off. You see old Ted punched in the dick. He's got like a bandage around his crotch. He's probably going to start wearing a cup coming to this place, and a few others. But it's quiet at the moment.
Could I do a investigation check to see if the guy that hates me there is there?
The guy that hates you. Is there a guy that hates you, or was it just the?
Oh, it was Dick punching Ted's friend.
Yeah, Dick punching Ted's friend. He probably doesn't hate you so much as he's constantly on guard for someone to punch his friend in the dick. But I mean, he
Should
obviously doesn't like you. He is not here today. He's might be off doing something else. Old punching bag Dick is here, but and there's like a bard in the corner of the room who's just strumming a tune on a lute. It's not even good. It's just like practice for him because no one's here. He's not playing to an audience. But there's very few other people except for Kreb, who gives you a nod, points at the empty tables, like in sort of anyone you want, and then gets a couple glasses ready for you in case you decide to order.
Would the guy from the night before that told us about the mansion be sitting at the round table in the back?
He is not here.
Okay.
He'll probably be here tonight.
What time is it?
You guess, Haley, that it is afternoon. Yeah, the sun appears to be setting, and ships are about to come in. In fact, it looks like maybe the ship you were on was heading to port when you were brought up, but now is like circling around because their luck has changed, and they're trying to make the best of it. So, Oswald and Aurelian, would you like to talk about stuff before we go to the next main event, or do you want to just go forward and see what happens next?
Hey, Kreb, what can you tell me about this? And I hand him the wine. Is it shit?
Kreb takes a look at it, and he goes, fancy. You rob some fancy pants wine dealer, or break into somebody's mansion and steal this?
No.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'll take it.
She died. She was holding it.
Somebody died and was holding it? Well,
Yeah, I took it.
What a shame. He takes a note and kind of remembers that there was a tiefling with you. And then he remembers that, like, she was kind of, not like a friend, but he was kind of trying to get her a job, and he's like, oh, well, guess I didn't waste too much time on that one. Well, it's a good vintage. You probably get a pretty penny for it, but nobody who comes to this establishment would drink it, so he hands it back to you.
Shit.
It tastes like shit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I never buy expensive stuff. The drink here tastes like shit. If I wanted to pay more money for shit, then I'd have a hooker shit in my mouth. If you really want somebody to sell it to, Anders Solmar might buy one. He's known for buying fine wines. You could also try Gellin Primewater. He likes pretty much anything that is fancy or foppish. They'll probably buy it for you. Yeah. You already know Gellin.
During this time, I pull up that book that I had earlier about like the naval history of the area.
Yep.
And I just start reading it.
Okay. You put your feet up and read a book about naval history. He will. Kreb will ask if you want a drink.
What was the list of food orders?
It's like a copper piece for just a glass of grog, and I think it's like 5 copper, and you get like the fish and chips and a grog.
I pay for the 5.
Okay. Yep. He'll bring you over a plate of hot fish and fried potatoes and a big old foamy glass of shite. And then he's quite happy to leave you alone to read your book. As long as you paid, paying customer, he doesn't care. No one's here, so it's not like you need to clean tables out. So you could sit there all the rest of the fucking day. And he'll just occasionally glance in your direction to make sure that you're taken care of. Oswald, same thing. If you would like to stay and hang out, buy something.
With him. That's.
Would you like
That's
your
good.
own grog, or are you just going to sip his?
I'm feeling cheap today.
Great. Seawater.
I kind of just pushed him the grog because I didn't even really want it. Because, reading while drunk isn't exactly the most.
He shakes his head, he shrugs, he waves you over. He knows that times are tough right now, and you paid for a meal, so it's fine. So, all right. 2 hours later, your ship comes into port, Haley, and it is loaded down with fish. And a quick glance around the docks indicates that other ships have been successful as well. A mere day ago, sailors were bitching and moaning about how horrible the fishing supply has been. Today, you were tossed off a cliff, not that you know that, pulled out of the ocean, which you do remember vividly, and all of a sudden, fish is flowing like crazy. The buzz at the docks is incredibly different than it was 2 days ago when you arrived. People are running up and down the docks, hauling big barrels full of fish and crates of supplies, and there's people just every 10 feet there's a station where someone's chopping off heads and cutting off scales, and the brinery is up the road is running, and smoke is coming out of the smokestacks. It's like somebody just set off a fire, and the town has changed dramatically. And the captain of the ship kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "What the fuck? I've seen Lucky. This is beyond Lucky. What's your deal, lady?"
Also, what's the conversion between silver and gold?
10.
All base 10. 1 gold is 10 silver, 1 silver is 10 copper. Sorry, Haley, if you did say something, you were muted.
Oh, I sure am. People don't give away secrets. That's how they don't become secrets anymore. So just be grateful for what you have, and you're welcome.
So you
This
do
all
that.
has nothing to do with me, I know it.
Yeah, he smiles a bit, nods a bit, but as you turn to walk away, you see him kind of cross himself. Like, maybe he's not 100% sure that you're all good. But he's willing to take good luck where it comes, and everyone's fortunes appear to be changing. Haley, Kat, you're back on the shore. Where is the first place that you'd like to go?
Oh, you fucking know!
Aurelian and Oswald. After about 3 hours of reading a book,
Can I just kick in the door and be like, "What's up, bitches"?
Kat basically smashes the door with her shoulder, stumbling in, reeking of salt water, her hair in kind of a matted clump, and sure enough, Kat, Oswald and Aurelian are staring at you wide-eyed from a table with a empty plate of fish and chips and one single grog between them.
Fuck, I thought you were dead! Aurelian over here threw you off the fucking cliff to, send your body to,
I'm sorry, you did what?
That's what we do here. We throw the bodies that die on land out to sea, and the ones that die at sea, we bring them in. And he did the honors of throwing you off into sea. You died.
I clearly wasn't dead, you idiot.
Yeah, you were.
Where's my wine?
It probably got lost at sea. Do you have anything that you had?
I'm currently down 2 bottles of stuff and a bottle of wine.
Surprisingly, Haley, your spell book and the 3 books that you had are almost water-free. It's almost impossible that you could have spent any amount of time in the water and they wouldn't have gotten completely soaked, but they are just barely moist. Moist.
Something like some moist pages.
Imagine all of her pages got ruined and then they were all,
Listen. What the hell
couldn't use your spells
happened?
anymore.
Okay, Aurelian, why the fuck were you running out, you piece of shit?
Hey,
I don't
you
know
were
if you saw
dead
that.
Second of
after
all,
I ran
I
out.
think
I'm a fucking prophet for fish because everybody is fish rich now.
What?
I don't know. A bunch of people got fish ever since like I was swimming in the ocean for some reason. I don't remember why.
I run to the back of the empty net and look out on the dock to see across the water to see all the fish.
You sure fucking do. The smell of fish guts permeates the air. You can see hundreds of employees running around the docks carrying buckets full of fish heads and fillets and whatnot. And somebody comes in the front door of the empty net, runs over to Kreb, and whispers in his ear. Kreb turns around, grabs a big piece of chalk, and changes all of the numbers on the board from 1 to 2. He quickly erases, the numbers, and now a grog is 2 copper, and a meal is 10 copper. And sure enough, like moments after he does that, sailors start walking in the door, laughing, slapping each other on the back, covered head to toe in fish guts and scales. And they order drinks, and they toss copper onto the thing, and Kreb starts cleaning up. The mood of the entire town has changed almost inversely to the mood of Kat, who recently
get
was
going.
tossed off a cliff. Oh, shit, I got work to do.
I bolt out and leave these two behind, so I don't have to deal with any of it. I'll be over there.
I mean, by this point, I stopped reading, obviously, because of just being like baffled at how Cat is there, and I mean, everybody's being loud. So
So you, because you had the pick of the tables, you picked one of these tables. Actually, I should probably move you guys over to the bar here. Let me just swoosh you over to the empty net. Now it's all filling up with shit. I'll move the thugs back since they're not beating anybody at the moment. You guys are probably over here.
Yeah, that's our table. You can't sit with us!
Oh, something's outside my house. So Oswald runs out the front door. Other sailors sit down right next to you. Like, the place is filling up. They're laughing. They're jovial as fuck. And they just... The whole bar fills up, and they sit down next to you laughing. Oh, what a great day! There's fish everywhere. Fucking, I caught a tuna the size of... And grogs start piling up in front of them, and they act like you guys are old friends. Like, like you're hearing about this kid's fucking grandkids in some other town, and you're like,
How many people know about me?
that you suddenly have brought the fish back? Only one who's like who points at you and is like and whispers to some other guy, oh, and you recognize him as one of the sailors that fished you out of the sea. If you that rumor is probably going to spread fast. If you know anything about sailors, which you don't because the only one you know just ran out of the bar like, I got a whiz. You'll know that they're highly superstitious and they love to talk.
What the fuck is his problem? Why did he run out?
bro, you were dead. You don't even know this. How do you know?
I wasn't dead. I was talking with Satan.
Haley, make a knowledge religion. That would be probably be listed under just religion. Yeah, go for religion.
Yeah. Initiative. What is my initiative?
Should just be your intellect modifier.
I'm sorry. Intelligence.
don't
It's
have
intelligence.
perfect.
Got it.
I'm trying to find the list of gods in this campaign. I should know them by heart. Probably number 10. Oh, that's World of Your Own. Give me a sec. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
And you rolled well. That is an 18. Give me just a second, I'll get you the correct answer. Not homebrew shit. I don't want fucking homebrew shit. Sorry about this. Here it is. That's Forgotten Realms. It's not exactly what I want.
Oh my god, look at all the fish in the ocean now!
Yeah. I will... okay, I don't have the name for you. I will get one as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Somebody in chat might be able to tell me where I can find the non-Forgotten Realms default Dungeons & Dragons list of deities. But you feel strongly like you just had a chat with the god of death. The keeper of the underworld who ferries souls in between the land of the living and the land of the dead.
That's my kind of god.
It does strike you as specific to your chosen profession of raising the dead to walk around and do shit for you. In the olden times, it was called Nerul. Here they are. I have found them. It's Forgotten Realms again. Greyhawk is probably the one we're talking about. Yeah, that is correct. Nerul. Neutral evil god of death. The symbol of a skull with a sickle or scythe. Yes, you believe you had a conversation with, or perhaps directly or indirectly, with Nerul. One other thing you probably get from a decent roll like that. Nerul does not often send people back. If you die, that's good for him. That's what he wants. Dead people.
But we're like best friends.
But
so
for
it's
some
okay.
reason, he said that your work is not done and sent you back to the realm of the living. That fills you with a teeny tiny bit of dread. It goes against the natural order of things. Like you didn't want this in your life. You specifically, out of character, talked to me a little bit about this, but you feel like you might owe a god a favor. So there you go.
Was there anything notable from what I read?
About naval battles? You know, you probably find this content fairly interesting, but to most it would be very dull. There is a section about Saltmarsh and the battles against the Sea Princes that you file away. It's less about major naval battles and more about skirmishes and the ongoing conflict between the Sea Princes and Keoland. Specifically Saltmarsh, who has had to fend for themselves. So the naval battle aspect is fairly dull and dry and not very useful, but you do get the sense that for many years, maybe 50 years, this town has been attacked, assaulted, raided by a nation to the west that enslaves people, and that slave trade it fuels some of their aggression. That's about all you really get. Other than, you know, this ship was sunk by that ship over the battle of this fucking who cares a shit.
Yeah. I would probably also get like a rough estimation of the power of both of the navies from reading that.
Yeah. The issue with the Sea Princes is that they don't like often band together everyone in their empire and go and siege a city and blow it up. They do a lot of raiding and individual a prince will control a fleet of 4 or 5 ships, and they'll try to go and muscle out the others. A lot of infighting. You probably don't get a lot of that from the book, but you will kind of know this just by background of like knowing, because you're a mercenary, so your kind of background is like, okay, I kind of heard about these people and I know what tactics work against them, and how they operate. But yeah, so that gives you some info.
All right.
Umberly is another one potential. Nerul's the one I'm going with. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh god.
Oh god, that's questionable.
I'm reading a comment. Mick Butcher said, a disembodied voice says, Fadi is my name. I deal in used dogs, poodles to be specific.
Oh god. Arf, arf, arf!
Arf, arf. Only slightly used.
I'm going over here.
Okay. You walk up to the bar. Kreb gives you an incredulous look, because he thought you were dead. What can I do for you?
What is the best drink you have here?
The best drink I have? I have some private scotch. That would cost you a pretty penny. You can have the rest of the bottle for a gold piece.
I'll take it.
Okay. He picks up a bottle of scotch. You immediately recognize it as being a fairly decent vintage. It looks like it's only had a few fingers drank out of it, and he hands it to you, and you hand him a gold piece, and he bites it and pockets it and gives you a big smile.
Thanks!
You go right ahead. And within a few moments, you're drinking scotch. Sailors are coming over to you, and oh, okay, we're good.
Uh-oh.
I froze for a second there. Are you guys okay? You can all hear me? Good.
I was gonna say you died for a second.
Yeah, everybody else did too. So every once in a while, a sailor comes over to you and puts a copper piece down in front of your glass. And by the end of the night, or whenever you decide to get up and leave, you have 14 copper. It's like you're being tipped. The rumor is quickly spreading. All right.
During this, I just ask her, like, how the fuck are you alive?
Listen. I fuck with dead people for a living. So it only makes sense that I deserve to be alive. So I can fuck with more dead people. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I'm drunk.
Okay.
Dude,
Now
I
I'm
don't
really
know.
gonna be drunk.
Yeah, very quickly she does get
I'm
drunk.
drinking a lot of whiskey, or what am I drinking? Scotch? I don't know.
Straight scotch. It burns when you drink it, but at this point
Good.
you've had a very...
That's what I need at the point in my life.
You've had something beyond a near-death experience. You've had a death experience, so you're like, fuck this, I'm drinking until I have another one. So, not... that works, actually. So, good call there, McButcher. Thank you. So... The night drags on. It goes from late afternoon to evening. Haley passes out. The cat passes out in a half-drank bottle of scotch. Sailors are jovial. You hear dancing and singing, etc. Eventually, you decide to retire. You sober Cat up. You give her a couple smacks. Pluto, what are you doing during all this?
I'm just outside the bar, just trying to...
He's just
peek in
creeping through a
windows.
fucking window like a serial killer.
Sorry.
I know she was dead.
Yeah.
Because her body was cold, and the guys at the shrine said,
She
staying away
wasn't
from
just dead, she was dead for a couple of hours. And they said, toss her into the sea. If the body washes up, then we'll bury her. Otherwise, we'll leave her there. And you definitely did. And then a couple hours later, she walks in smelling like the ocean. As a sailor, this is some sort of incredibly superstitious event. Not everybody here knows exactly what happened. The rest of them think it's a good omen because the fish have returned. You can make of it whatever you want.
I'm staying away until I get my courage back up.
Okay. Every once in a while somebody passes by and is like, oh, it's Oswald. He's not out there fishing. What a loser. And they're all laughing and they've got, copper pieces in their pockets because they put in a couple extra shifts at the fishery. You know by now what's going on. And you get the idea from people coming in and out that Cat might have something to do with it. People keep talking about this tiefling that was dragged from the sea, and now the fish are biting again.
So what day is it in game?
Thursday?
Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. Yeah.
It's probably Thursday night, yeah. And you have a job on Saturday.
Okay. Aurelian, what about the treasure? Did we get it?
Well, we didn't even know if there was going to be treasure there.
Well, what the fuck? Let's go back.
I kind of just look at her.
Like, you fucking died! It's not a bad idea. If anything, you killed the
It's a fucking great idea.
You killed the thing, the thing. Now you can go back, there's no thing! You killed the ghost, right? It's fine. It's up to you.
I'm gonna talk to Kreb. What's the fanciest inn in town? That's where I'm going.
The fanciest inn? Good question.
Wasn't the wicker goat?
I believe so. Let me take a peek here. I'm gonna zip back to the map. You guys are gonna stay where you are. I think it was 3.
Because I need a bath
Yep, the Wicker
and
Goat. That's
a sleep.
correct. The Wicker Goat is the oldest tavern in town. It's part of the Loyalist group, so you'll find a lot of people who are sympathetic to the Fishers and not quite as sympathetic to the... sorry, I said Loyalists. I think I meant Traditionalists.
Yes.
Actually, no, I am wrong. It's actually, I was right the first time. It's part of the Loyalist group. It's the oldest tavern in town, but it actually caters a lot to the Keeland army and guard who reside across the street. So there's actually a lot of people who are very pro the king, pro Keeland, pro Silvermine there. So Kreb will actually steer you somewhere else. Because he...
My internet died.
Oh,
No, it was Discord. I didn't hear anything.
oh no! Everybody back? We're good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, hopefully everybody on the stream heard what I was yammering on about. Basically, I was telling you that yes, the Wicker Goat is the oldest inn in town, but it's not where Kreb will tell you to go, because the Wicker Goat is very pro-king, pro-Keeland, and Kreb is actually much more of a traditionalist, pro-Saltmarsh, anti-government.
Yeah, I want the anti-government one.
So he will send you to the snapping line. The snapping line is number 13 on the map. Let me move you guys. You guys are probably heading out from the tavern now. Let's zoom
Yeah.
over here. Okay. The snapping line is number 13, which is over here. It's a popular inn and tavern built from the planks and hulls of half a dozen decommissioned fishing ships. Its decor is predictably nautical in theme, and its sleeping rooms are plain but comfortable renditions of a ship's cabins. The smell of fish has never been scrubbed from its walls, and those who stay the night find their belongings seeped in the scent, which lasts for several days. Sailors and fishers gather here to trade stories and drink into the night. It's run by a young woman named Hannah. Kreb will tell you. She's comes from a long line of well-known lobster cashers. Her family also makes a spirit from the lobster meat, and he says that it's good. It's called claw wine. that's about all he'll tell you. And he'll say if you would like a night, she's got rooms for anyone. And by now, she probably has heard a little bit about a tiefling who's brought the fish back.
All right. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna go to the inn. Do you want a room? It's my treat.
Sure.
Okay.
Is Oswald in this?
I was going to say, as you walk out the door, you see Oswald sitting there like, she was dead. We threw her into the... And then he looks up at you.
I think he's crazy. Oh, hey, I'm buying us rooms at the inn. Do you want to come? It's my treat.
I'm gonna say okay, just because I kind of don't want to let her out of my sight now.
All right. The three of you wind up at the snapping line. You open the doors, and it's pretty much what Kreb described. There's a whole bunch of nautical-themed stuff everywhere. Lots of lobster traps are hanging from the ceiling, kind of like Cracker Barrel and shit. And there's a human woman who is there attending the bar, and she looks over at you, and she gives a wave, and you get the distinct opinion that maybe she's heard of at least one of you prior to you walking in. Name's Hannah Rist. What can I do for you?
I need 3 rooms.
3 rooms. Very good. Just for the night, or are you buying for the week?
Lads?
How much is it?
It's a silver a night. Comes with breakfast. If you buy the week, you get a silver discount. 6 instead of 7. Math. I'll even throw a drink on the house because I heard you're the reason the fish are back.
I buy for 1 night, since Cat doesn't seem to be really.
I'm not buying a week for everybody, but
Just like, I don't know, I could be dead in a week.
also it kind of smells pretty fishy in here. For the night, I'll buy everybody a room for the night.
All right. Mr. Fantastic said he's paying for himself. You'll buy for...
Well, if Cat interrupts me at that point, then.
Cat throws down the 3 silver. And,
Yes.
she hands you 3 beers. Not the nasty grog shit that you got over at the Empty Net, but actually good stuff. Oh, wait a minute. She'll ask if you want the claw wine.
Fuck it, I want the claw wine.
Awesome. Claw wine is something that Kreb told you she makes. He says that it's, quote, good, end quote. If you want to know more about it, I can tell you a little more about it.
How do you make the claw wine?
Well, it's a spirit from lobster meat and potatoes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Haley's down
Sure.
for claw wine. Mr. Fantastic is Oswald.
I'll take it.
Oswald, fun fact, you happen to know that claw wine is, to put it best, an acquired taste.
I'm hoping to acquire it with
All
what
right.
I've seen.
Great. I want all 3 of you to roll a Constitution saving throw. That is a D20 plus your Constitution modifier. As soon as this thick, foamy, let's call it a brew, hits your lips... Okay. Wow. All right. Fantastic. All 3
This
of
shit's
you.
amazing!
All 3 of you hold this thing up to your lips, take a deep swig, and go, ooh, that's not very good.
Oh, okay, never mind. I lied. It's not amazing.
Nobody, spits it out or does anything to offend the owner. An acquired taste would be the nice way to put it. It's a little bit like salt and butter mixed in with a beer. It's... People around here are drinking them, happily. They're drinking them and having a great old time. But you're sort of like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I just had a grog today that was better. It was mostly salt water and probably piss. This is real gross.
Good morning.
It's like if somebody shit in a vodka. You do not acquire the taste. You might... Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, no. What's wrong with my fucking internet? I keep fading in and
You're
out.
fine. I see you.
Okay, good. Everyone froze for a second. You do not acquire it, certainly, but you politely drink the entire glass that you're given and immediately feel like maybe
Psst.
bed is the right thing. Go ahead.
You guys, this shit's kind of nasty.
You don't even need to ask.
drink
You
are
can
we
read it
talking
on
about?
their face. Not one of them is like, mm. They're all like,
Is it served in like a lobster claw?
yes. It's not in like a real one, but like in a glass claw.
Can I get a
Novelty.
meal to take to my room? What can I eat here? Can I eat a lobster?
We absolutely
nice?
have lobster, yeah. Yeah, for 5 copper, you can have a lobster, a biscuit, and some pasta.
Oh, cheddar biscuits, like fucking Red Lobster in here.
Yes, they're like cheddar biscuits.
Uh,
they're flaky, but there's no cheddar. Sad.
What is it? 5 copper? What?
5 more copper, yep.
That's fine. I just got 14 for free.
Yep, you sure did. All right.
I'm gonna take my meal to my room because I really need to take a bath because I smell like fucking lobster.
Yep. You sure do. Half the people in the bar smell like lobster, though. Okay.
Well, that's fine. They could be gross.
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, I just go up to my room since I already ate not long ago, and kind of just read more during the downtime and theorize about
Stuff. Okay. Oswald, how about you?
Up to my room, because that was disgusting.
It was gross. I think I'm going to retch into the toilet for a bit and then sleep off the fact that one of my party members came back to life. Okay. You all have a great night's sleep. It does constantly smell like fish. Unfortunately, the whole town kind of does. But this place, like, it's baked into the walls. But it is homey. It is, if you like piracy and fishing, the theme is on point. And then you wake up, you have a nice breakfast. It's mostly fried potatoes and pancakes and stuff. And then you are looking at Friday morning. Kat suggested you go back and get all that sweet loot that was at the haunted house. After all, you definitely killed the only thing that was in there, right? Question mark? Exclamation point?
Hey, so you guys, remember the free shit at the house we were at? I kind of want to go back for it.
What free shit?
Like, the treasure? / I got a sweet bottle of wine that fucking I lost in the ocean, which is super big sad, but...
Mr. Fantastic did leave behind a full plate mail.
Oh, that's right.
did I?
Yeah, okay. I will allow you to not have left it behind because I did kind of DM push you into washing it in the sink. Letting it soak, but you didn't actually have to do that. That's not something I forcing you to do. So no,
Well,
you could have brought it with you.
I would have presumed that I would have washed it and then just put it in my bag after.
Okay.
So-
So you actually do have your set of full plate. If you want to do anything with that before you leave, let me know.
Alright.
'Cause it doesn't quite fit you.
Is there any, like... I mean, I probably wouldn't know the area very well. So I guess I ask Oswald, like, if there's any smithing shop.
There is.
Wait, was the party on Friday or Saturday?
It was on
Does
Friday.
anybody know? I don't remember.
I don't remember personally. I would push it to Saturday just because I think it was supposed to be Saturday, to give you guys an extra day to potentially go back to the haunted house if you wish. Also, not too far away is the Dwarven Anvil, the smith in town.
I like how one of my notes is just, I'm an asshole.
Like you needed to write it down to remember.
Also, I would presume that I would have a bit of an idea from, a history of military experience how much repairs usually cost for certain things or refitting.
Yes, you would. Give me just a second, and I will tell you. Plate mail. Did I say plate or did I say half plate? Do you remember?
I think you probably said plate mail.
I can look it
I mean,
up.
I wrote plate mail in the items tab. So
You wrote plate mail in the items tab? That's probably what it is. Let me just get a quick...
Do you have the AC to go with it?
I don't know what the AC is.
Okay.
It is plate mail. Serviceable and fits a medium creature. Yeah. So a plate mail, to get it reserviced, was going to cost you about 10 gold. That's to clean up any dings, bend it back into place and fit it to your size. However, you know from experience that a set of plate mail like this will cost you 1,500 gold pieces. This is a treasure to find and then to get equipped. It'll probably take the smith a few days, you guess, based on the fact that they're probably busy making stuff for the townsfolk. But yeah, if you leave it there, give them 10 gold pieces, they'll refit it for you in a couple of days, and it'll be worth it.
Yeah, I don't have 10 gold with me, so I think I would probably think to potentially barter.
Okay.
Uh,
It's possible that you might find 10 gold in this haunted house you plan to go for. And since it wouldn't be ready in time to go back, you might just, shove it in a lockbox here in town, in your room or something like that.
well, I meant like, offer like an item as well as potentially gold.
Okay.
So,
Or you could say that you'll pay the 10 gold when you pick it up.
mm,
They'll do that, because if you can't pay the 10 gold, they get a fucking plate mail out of it.
yeah. Yeah, I guess I do that then, yeah.
Okay. We don't need to roleplay that. It's pretty straightforward. There's a blacksmith's forge, single anvil with clear signs of dwarven origins. There's a backlog of orders 10 miles long, but they can eventually get you in. They're like, it'll be done in about a week and a half. They'll keep the armor. You can pay the 10 gold when you pick it up. That's fine. They're happy to resize it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing.
Can I talk them into doing that sooner?
If you have a lot of money, maybe.
This potion will make you harder than your anvil.
So that might work, except that the master smith is a elderly,
Female.
dark-skinned female.
Hey, this will make any partner you
I
have
would
harder than
just-
your email.
How do you know that she's into people who have that?
It don't matter.
There's an elderly, dark-skinned woman named Mefera and her son Jasker. They are the two smiths that work there. There's a small shrine to Moradin, the dwarven god of smithing. Although it appears like it might be not used very often. That's about all you can tell from a quick glance around the smith shop. Yeah, Haley, the smiths don't care a whole lot if the tiefling pulled from the sea is getting the fish back, so you'll have to actually
I'm
pay.
just talking about how fucking charming I am. Hello?
Oh, you could try. Given the fact that they appear to be honest working folk and they do have a shit ton of tags like hanging up and stuff is going on, they look like they're working overtime. It's going to be a tough roll, but you could try. You want to make a persuasion?
Yes.
Go for it.
And before one.
Fuck off.
You're very charming, you're very nice, you don't offend anybody, but unfortunately, policy is policy, and they will have to put him in the order which it was received. He'll get it back in a week. And that's.
I throw 3
best
gold
thing.
onto the table.
Okay, is that a down payment, sir? What are you trying to do?
That's to move it up.
Do I take bribes? Is life hard enough?
It doesn't have to be first, but just a little bit quicker.
She slides the 3 gold into her pouch and she says, I can have it ready by Monday.
That's fine.
Perfect.
All right, make sure you bring the 10 gold on Monday. Alrighty. What's next, guys?
We're going to the haunted house. Right?
If that is what you would like.
Guys, I should tell you, as I was carrying you away while you were dead, which I still don't understand, there was a face up in the upper story watching me as I was leaving.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't exactly have any interests going back there.
But there's treasure!
And there's creepy faces that are trying to kill you.
I mean, it's like 6 less now.
Dude, literally, everyone's dead. It's fine. The face in the window was probably just like a coat rack with a hat on it.
I'm just confused as why you're still alive.
As you guys are having this conversation, walking from the smithy back toward the tavern/inn that you were, a young man and a person who's with him comes running up to you. Pardon me, excuse me, miss. I'm terribly sorry. I don't mean to bother you. I owned the fishing ship which fished you out of the water. I'm highly interested in your story, madam. Pardon me, I should explain myself. My name is Anders Saltmarsh. I'm one of the council members here in town. I own several fishing ships, inherited them from my mother, God rest her soul. But I heard that you were fished out of the ocean, and all of a sudden, my captains are reporting full bounties of fish. I feel both a personal debt of gratitude to you, and also, like, perhaps our fates have been intertwined. My servant, Scarin, say hello, Scarin, a tall, lean, tan man with silver hair, who is dressed up like a butler, standing next to him, nods and, yes, hello, ma'am. And that's about all he says to you. My butler Scarin told me that you were fished out of the water this morning and this afternoon, and I wanted to extend an invitation to have you come and talk to me about your experience. If you would please come by my estate tonight or perhaps tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Yes, tomorrow's Saturday. Isn't that that foppish oaf? What's his name? Oh, Gellin.
Crime water.
Yes, Gellin is throwing his big event tomorrow, isn't he? And Scarin goes, yes, master. He's throwing the big event tomorrow. The swan
Yeah, I have to
event."
punch people in the dick at that party. I mean, bodyguard.
Sorry, I'm just like... Oh, bodyguard. I'm sorry. I thought for a moment you said you were punching people in the dick. Very, very well. You're a sellsword, a mercenary. I understand. Perhaps, tonight, and if tonight doesn't work, maybe Sunday. Would that work for you, ma'am? To come by my estate, you'll find it at, and he gives the address. I'd love to talk and find out what drove you into the sea.
Sure.
Fantastic. Wonderful news. I'd be happy to chat with you about it. Where are you, what are you doing in town? He's sort of extending the conversation a bit.
Oh, just, traveling for work. just introducing my special recipes to other people around the world.
Recipes? Are you a chef?
A drink maker.
Oh, I'm
Of
a
sorts.
cocktail artist. Wonderful. Splendid. I'll have to try one of your concoctions. I'm actually I'm actually a little bit in a rush. I have to go to a council meeting. There's been some sort of incident. But I'm glad to have met you. Very excited to talk to you on Sunday. Please stop my estate. Just knock on the door. Scarin, yes. He'll let you in. He knows you. You know who Scarin? Yes. The only other tiefling in town, and a bit of a local celebrity for the moment. Very nice. He'll let you right in. We'll have dinner. I've got the finest iniquities, and you can enjoy it. And you as well. Your compatriots are more than welcome to come as well. We'll have a good chat, and you can regale me with tales of your adventures. But I must be going. I'm very excited to have met you, and you. And it's hi Oswald. How are you doing? I shall see you on Sunday. And he walks off, and Scarin kind of rolls his eyes a little bit and shuffles after him, trying to keep him out of trouble and get him where he's actually belonging. You get the sense that perhaps Anders may have a little bit of ADHD or something.
He has fucking dementia or something.
Dementia. But you're left kind of wondering, like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, if you really wanted to know, he threw her into the sea. That's how she got there.
He's already gone. Well, it wasn't a long story, but, hey, free meal.
Shall we go to this place that some don't want to go?
Well, let's take a vote.
All right.
I want to go.
Kat is voting to go to the haunted house. Aurelian, are you voting not to go to the haunted house?
Yeah, I'm voting not to go.
All
Yes,
right.
that means it's me.
The tiebreaker goes to...
I pull out a gold piece, and I assume gold has heads and tails.
Yep.
Heads we go, tails we don't.
Okay.
It's heads.
Did you flip it real?
I flipped it in. Yeah.
Okay. So he says, heads we go, tails we don't. He flips it in front of you, slaps it on his wrist, and it comes up heads. The fates demand that you go investigate this haunted house again.
Listen, if there's anything I know about the fates, I have work to do.
What does that even mean?
It is what it is.
Love it.
It is what it is.
Fantastic. If I know anything about a giant skull in the afterlife, it told me to get to work.
The Grim Reaper told me to fucking punch people in the dick.
And sell them
Maybe,
dick
I don't
growing
know.
juice.
Do some fucking reaping. All right.
Wait, maybe the dick juice does work. It works by attracting Cat to punch them in the dick.
I assume, Kat, that you simply refill some empty bottles with more more brine.
I just dipped it right in this river over here in the morning
Yep.
and filled it up.
It makes no difference to you that 2 bottles of Cock Juice 1000 have disappeared because all
Yeah.
this is a paper label and some whatever.
Cock Juice 1000.
Yes, Cock Juice 1000. It'll make you harder than the strongest liquor at the empty net.
Harder than a nipple on a cold day.
Wow. All right. Let's fast forward. Boom. The haunted house. The 3 of you arrive outside the large circular stone gates that have several holes in. You may plan your assault on this structure as you will. However, let's take a 5-minute pee break, and we'll come back.
Okay.
All right. Back in a bit, guys.
But I don't have to pee right now, damn it.
Well, you better hurry.
Oh, not drinking and then drinking again is weird.
Also, I'm going to take a piss, so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, we're so sweaty in Valheim right now. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been watching.
I can't even tell you like the stuff I've been doing off stream.
Mm-hmm.
Super sweaty. Plus we
That,
like found an exploit that's like
ooh.
it's technically not cheating, but it's definitely beneficial. But like so you can take your character and everything in your character's pockets
Mm-hmm.
from any world to another world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't transfer ores through portals. So you
Okay.
just fill up your pockets with ores, go to your like single player world, dump all your stuff in a chest, then go through a portal and then come back to your single player world, fill your pockets and then go back in. It's instant ore transfer.
That
Like
would do
first
it.
we were fucking long shipping ores and then we're like, "Hey, here's an idea." Like I don't know if that's going to be something they fix or they're just going to let us do it because holy shit, it takes forever to fucking long ship all these ores.
I would imagine that eventually they'll fix it, but who knows?
Alright, I'm back.
That's okay. Doc isn't.
Resource grinding though is like it's definitely a grind.
Mm-hmm.
I need so much stone, it's not even funny.
Kind of one reason why I don't want to get into it. I'll just watch other people play it, even though I own it. I just don't want to deal with it.
Wait, you have the game and you don't even play?
Yeah, yeah.
You should come play on our server with all of us. Well, Doc
One day,
server.
maybe. Maybe. I actually have to figure out what I'm doing then.
docs say pee break, but really meant take out the dog / shit / eat his watermelon cake.
Yeah, that's
Well, if he's
probably
taking
right.
out his dog, that's also a pee break for the dog.
True.
I'm gonna go
You're
quickly
true.
do some dishes for the rest of the night and then come back. Oh, never mind.
Oh, dishes are done.
All right, I'm back. Took care of myself, the dogs, my mother, ready to go.
That's what we figured.
Yeah, I got a lot of fucking chores. You think it's crazy now? Fucking the morning is nuts. Gotta take care of all that, make sure the kids are ready for school, load up their fucking backpacks, their lunch bags, let the chickens out, feed the rabbits. Fuck, it's ridiculous. It takes me about an hour.
We appreciate your dedication.
Thanks. To my life. All right, so let me go forward again to the haunted house, which we now know is, in fact, somewhat haunted. All right.
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt and say how much longer are we doing D&D?
Probably about half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if we get into combat, it'll be like, combat's going to happen next week, that sort of thing. So, you've arrived outside the 6-foot-tall stone wall that more or less encloses the garden. It's partially collapsed in several places. Access to any part of the garden is fairly simple, even if you decide not to enter through the main gate. The decrepit old house sits at the highest ground in the area. Around it, there's the stone wall, an ornate metal gate lying at the end of a road, swaying slightly in the wind. Wild flora grows throughout the inner yard, but all the years cannot hide the evidence of a well-tended garden that once sat there. Near the house, the rotted wooden roof of a water well rises out of the tall grass. What would you like to do?
You guys want to go down to the basement again?
Hell yeah.
Okay. You want to go down to the basement again. Oswald,
That's where I like to die.
how would you
I
like
mean,
to
what?
get to the basement? Do you want to go through the foyer to the secret door and down, or did you want to go through the window you broke into the
Wait, did we
pantry?
check all the rooms upstairs?
No, there are some that you have never seen, which is why they are currently marked off.
Do you guys want to check up the rooms upstairs, or do you want to go straight to the basement?
And you haven't even gone to the second floor.
Let's go. Wait, wait, I'm sorry, whose turn is it?
It doesn't matter. We all can do something.
There's
Oh,
no-
okay, because I would like to do Find Familiar and have a lovely cat.
Okay, you could do this.
Cat for cat.
You could do this on the trip up, so that you don't have to do it like last minute, because it takes like 10 minutes or whatever. So yes, you complete the casting of your spell. I believe it costs you 10 gold coins to create the familiar. Am I wrong about that?
Yes, it's 10 gold plus some like sage and stuff.
Okay, so some inexpensive herbs that you find on the side of the road, plus 10 gold pieces. So you spend your 10 gold, and
Yes.
poof, a tiny little kitty cat appears next to you, and you have some sort of special psionic connection to this cat.
Okay, so call me crazy, but look at my best friend who's a cat. Let's send my cat upstairs. For
Let's send the
cat. Cat's cat.
Seems acceptable.
Oh, there's the stairs.
What kind of cat
Yeah.
do you want? What color do you
A
want? your
black
to be?
cat! Of course.
Of course.
What the
you said
hell?
Black. Ugh, let me see if I can find a black one.
Imagine not wanting a black cat. What's wrong with you?
Imagine finding a picture of a black cat by typing the word cat.
Why don't you type in the word black cat?
Let me try that.
Also, I drew little rectangles where the secret hatch was, and where I saw the guy come through the wall,
Okay.
just so we know where they're at.
Okay. I didn't see the thing. Oh, is that downstairs? Oh, right, yes. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine typing the word black cat and the third response is clearly an alligator. Like, I don't even know. Oh, wait! That kind of looks like it might be a cat. Let me drag this out here, and then if I can make it
That's a
smaller.
fucking rat!
Is it a rat?
It's a big rat!
It doesn't even have a fucking name on it.
It's a cat.
Fuck this cat. Let's delete this shit. Alright, let's go back to the word cat. I'll get you a cat that is not horrible shit looking. Here, how about... How about this? And I'll scrunch it down. Can I scrunch it?
That cat looks like it's pissed at its own asshole.
I can't make it smaller. Fuck it.
Okay, I'll take the black rat instead.
You want the black rat instead? Fuck.
Yes.
Alright, give me a second.
I want the big rat.
Black cat. Item number... Fucking ridiculous.
Item number 10,342.
There's your rat.
Thank you.
Fucking is a rat. This is ridiculous.
Okay, send my rat cat upstairs.
Okay, now are you doing the thing where you like see through the cat's eyes?
Yes.
Okay, so you grab hold of Oswald's arm or shoulder, whatever. Your eyes go white. You can no longer hear or see, but you can feel things that Oswald, like, if he grabs your hand, you can feel it. But your eyes and ears go through the cat, and you can see the stairwells. Let me quickly describe the room you're in, and then we will go ahead and describe the rooms above. So you're on the ground floor in the entrance hall. The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. To your left, a corridor leads to the west wing of the house. The walls are bare, and bits of smashed furniture lie upon the floor. Ahead of you, another corridor leads toward the rear section of the house. A staircase on the eastern wall climbs to the next story, reaching it at a balcony that overlooks the entrance hall along its north and west sides. The stairs appear safe to climb, though the balcony rail is broken in several places. Under the stairs, at the north end of the hall, a third corridor leads east. That would be this one. Now, let me reveal some additional area. How do I reveal? Here it is. Do. If you look up atop, you can see the second floor. And I'll just give a little bit of each hallway. Okay. So your cat climbs up the stairs here, just tiptoeing really delicately. As you look through its eyes and kind of command it where to go. It reaches the top, so let me drag its little cat butt up here.
Yeah, I can't move it.
Give it a name. Do you want to give your cat a name?
Oh, fuck, that's so much responsibility. Okay, hold on.
It's cat and also cat.
The cat rat. Or the
you.
rat cat.
Just name it Beta.
Beta. Okay. Alright, Beta the cat is now standing at the top of the stairs. And actually can probably see all the way down this hall to the side, so I'll reveal that entire hall. Here it is. It looks like there are 2 windows and 2 doors, and then a open room kind of off to this area here. Maybe even a 3rd window at the end, where light is kind of coming through.
Can Beta push against any of these doors and get in?
Well, let's go over to this door here, and let me tell you. The door is ajar. It's not even fully shut, so it's very easy for your cat to kind of squeeze in and look at the room beyond. So light is coming in through the window, of course. And what you see is... This bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere, and webs cover the walls and ceiling. From the doorway, you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Can Beta retrieve this object?
Okay, so your cat scampers over to the fireplace. As it does, right as your cat gets near the fireplace, you hear something that unnerves you, and you can tell that it frightens your cat as well. The skittering of thousands of tiny spiders is coming out of the fireplace, sort of sensing the approaching of your cat. A swarm of spiders rolls out of the fireplace. As it does, you also make a quick perception check for your cat. That'll be a D20 plus, let's say, 8. And that is a 17. Your cat detects that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of tiny black spiders dangling from webs at the ceiling that are now dropping down to the floor as well. Things are going to be bad very fast for your cat. What would you like to do, cat?
Is it possible for me to hit a firebolt from here?
You're downstairs. You cannot see that area at all. You would have to probably end the connection with your cat, run up the stairs screaming. Go ahead, Oswald.
You can cast spells via touch with Find Familiar.
I think the spell has to be a touch spell,
Yeah, touch.
and a firebolt is not. It is a ranged attack.
Mhm.
So that won't work.
Hold on a second. Can I do... Okay, can I do minor illusion that my cat's not there?
Same kind of problem is you can't see the area that you're casting it. If the minor illusion spell is a touch-based spell, you could, but I don't think so. I think it's a range thing, where you look at an area and you make the illusion. Essentially, if you want to use a firebolt or an illusion, you're going to have to run your ass upstairs. Or
YOLO! I like to die, apparently!
or tell your
I'm
cat
going
to run downstairs is the other option.
But I like to kill things.
Oh, well then run upstairs indeed.
Wait, can I just have my cat run to the next room? Fuck it. Fuck that door.
You can. As your cat runs out of the door, it glances behind it, and swarms of spiders are bursting into the hallway. So at this point, we'll need to roll initiative. Because it looks like the spiders are not interested in letting a tasty cat go to waste. Alright, 1d20 plus your initiative modifier. Please and thank you. Let me go ahead and find the information I need.
Fuck. My cat's dying.
Swarm of spiders.
There's no torches, right?
No.
Not it on the way up.
Yeah, not unless you want to light one yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's currently daytime, so you haven't felt the need.
Yeah, I don't think either of us would know what's going on up there as well, right?
At this point that I know what's going on, can I disengage and go up?
Oh, Kat can talk while she's mind melding with the cat. This is difficult.
There's 90 fucking thousand spiders.
She's like, I see spiders everywhere. Oh god! And then she breaks connection and starts running up the stairs. So you all are well aware of what she's running to. There's a swarm of spiders, if not multiple swarms of spiders, upstairs. Okay, let's get some initiatives.
19.
The spiders have an 8. Oswald got a 19. Aurelian got a 4.
It would be Cat and then Aurelian.
And Cat also got a 4. And Aurelian goes second because his dexterity is lower. Okay, Oswald, you're the first to react when Cat says, "There's spiders upstairs, run, go get them," etc.
Would I be able to make it up the stairs?
Yes, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 would put you where Cat has put herself. and then...
I'm sorry,
6
how fucking far can you move?
25.
25? Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that's where you would end your turn. A full 5 feet away from the spiders. Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. All right. Then it's the spiders. The spiders are fully fixated on the cat, at first, at least. The first swarm will run up to it, and they will clamber all over it. I'm going to put them in the same square. And then they will attempt to bite. That is a +3 to hit, and it does a shit ton of damage. Holy shit. D20 plus 3. A 9 is not going to hit your cat. These spiders are attempting to swarm all over it. It's hissing, it's rearing up on its back legs, it's swatting them away. They don't manage to connect with it. The other spider swarm will burst out and head toward Oswald. And they'll swarm all over him and do the same thing, attempt to bite him. That is a 17.
That hits.
That's going to hit for...
Yikes, sorry.
11 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
As a
He's gonna die to
ton
spiders.
of tiny poisonous spiders start jabbing you with their hungry fangs.
Is it poison damage?
No, it's piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think that drops you unconscious.
It does not.
Okay. But they're swarming all over him, and he's screaming, "Ah, spiders, fuck." Then, Cat goes.
Was it not my turn?
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, isn't it Aurelian?
No, he goes after you do. Because he got a
Oh,
4,
okay.
you got a 4, but
I'm gonna
your
fucking run up
dexterity-
here and... Oh, well, shit, Can I firebolt them when they're on him, or am I gonna hit him?
You can.
You
There's
can
plenty
yeah.
of...
I'm roasting everybody!
Alright. Roll your firebolt.
Hold on, I gotta see what that is. Give me a second.
It's going to be a d20 plus your spell attack modifier, which I think is on
Oh,
page
which
3.
is 5.
Okay, so a d20 plus 5. And if you hit, which it looks like you will, you do hit, you roll your firebolt's damage.
Which is a D6?
D10.
D10.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Oof. Yeah, you managed to scorch a few of them, and they hiss and scream, but you don't think you did much damage at all. But a couple of them light up. Okay. Cat, you can also move your kitty cat. It's going to act on your turn as well.
Is there any way that my cat can possibly push into this door?
Let me see real quick. I'll take a peek. I will roll for it. Odds, it's open, even, it's not. And it is odd. So yes, this door here is also slightly ajar, and your cat can push into it. So the cat walks into the room, which I will reveal. And there's 100 zombies. Oh fuck. No. Let's see what's in this room. This room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evident that the floor in here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing, and others are particularly dislodged. Now, your cat, of course, has a mind of its own, and you're not looking through it or controlling it right now, so it does not think the floor is in any danger to it. It is a kitty cat. It can hop and climb between these things with no trouble. So it's going to bolt across the room and try to get out the window. And the window The window is unfortunately fully intact. It's on the second floor, so it hasn't been bashed in by any intruder, so the cat kind of scratches at the window and can't escape. But it has moved away from the swarm. And then it's Aurelian's turn.
Alright, so I have a pretty amazing idea.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so what I want to do is
We'll run out of the building.
literally jump into the spiders and just start rolling across the floor.
Stop, drop, and roll all over the space.
Yeah. Would this
That's amazing.
Would this use athletics?
Yeah, what the hell? Let's do an athletics check
Alright.
against their armor class.
God, Oswald, where the fuck were you when he was coming up with this idea?
So Oswald is currently being rolled around by the spiders, and then Aurelian's like, "Let me in," and just does a fucking belly flop onto them and starts rolling around. Holy shit!
Yes!
Crushing a bunch of them. I'll give you a D8 of damage as you roll and crush a bunch of them. They are going to swarm all over you, so they'll attack you next turn. But for now, you're like, whee! So roll 1d8. Okay, you did more than the fire did. You crush them 3 points worth of them, leaving a bunch of sticky spider goo on the floor. But there are still plenty left. Okay, and they start crawling all over your armor and trying to find ways inside as well. That makes it Oswald's turn. I'm going to move the spiders onto him.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about rolling on them? That apparently works.
I'm not rolling on them down the stairs.
It's funny because Aurelian was like, "I've got a great idea!" And he jumps on them and starts rolling around. On the internet, dropping again. Okay.
Hello, you're back.
Thanks.
You're good. It's good.
I guess I'm just gonna try and shield bash the floor.
Okay, roll to hit. It is same as any normal creature. The spiders are so close together. It's kind of like attacking a goblin or something. Also, I know I said we probably wouldn't do a combat, but basically Haley went straight for the room with the combat in, so...
I like to spice things up, you guys. Clearly.
With spicy spiders. 14?
This is why I died.
14 is a hit. Roll damage.
1d6 for a shield, since
Yeah.
it's a broader area.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You do smash a bunch. You think, actually, that half of the swarm is destroyed by now. Between Aurelian's rolling around and Haley's tiny fire smoky bomb, and then this shield bash, you think you've killed about half of them.
And I'm gonna move on this side.
I'm going to hide behind the wizard. It's a great idea!
This is why I die.
So the spider swarm goes flooding in, still chasing your cat. They move 20 feet. 2, 3, 4. So they don't actually make it to the cat, which is now hissing in defense at the window. But this other one is just going to take the advantage and try to snake its way into Aurelian's armor. Sorry, 1d20, not 2d20. That would be ridiculous. Plus 3. There's a bit of a lag delay for rolling the dice here. Oh, that looks like a good number. 21. Is that going to hit you?
Yeah.
The good news is they've actually been reduced enough in number that you only take 2d4 damage. A whopping 3 points. As tiny little mandibles bite into your flesh. It's like rolling around in a fire ant hill. Crotch first. All right. Then cat goes.
I can make it this far. I want to go in here and I'm going to attack this swarm with a firebolt.
Okay. Roll to hit. D20 plus 5.
Completely ignoring the guy that's currently swarmed and
You're fine. You, have second
You know
chance.
what? My cat is being chased. Fuck you.
In her defense, you did leap into the spiders.
Hmm.
All right, you hit. You might be into it. We don't know. I love having my tender bits bitten by tiny spiders. Well, you did more of this one. Squoosh. Ring. You've gotten some of their attention, that's for sure. And Aurelian, it's your turn. Are you still going to stop, drop, and roll? Ooh, a 9.
I don't know if that hits or not.
No, they're onto your tactics, sir. They're all darting out of the way, and you're not crushing many at all. Oof. Oswald.
I'm gonna swing my sword at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just fucking Home Alone, beat him with a crowbar. Yeah, roll for it.
And I think I'm gonna rage at the same time.
Okay.
Ooh.
So-
Oh my gosh, another terrible
no, sorry.
roll.
No,
Oh,
that was a
wait.
D10 by accident.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you don't want a D10. There we go. A 16 will hit. You managed to crush a bunch of them that are not currently all over your friend's armor.
Whoop, not a plus 4. For 10.
10 points of damage. That is enough. Your halfling friend just starts cutting and smashing and swapping huge numbers of spiders down the banister. And before you know it, there's only a few still clinging to you, and you could just grab them and pull them off. So that one is destroyed.
I guess cutting spiders is more effective than squashing them.
Yeah, he's using like the flat side of his sword for the most part, and just kind of like smearing them all over, but or like sweeping them like you would a broom. But yeah, for some reason that's working a lot better than just rolling around in them.
Man, there was a spider in my shower today, and you know what I think about sometimes is how the fuck do they get in your bathroom and like go to your shower? Like, why?
You've
For that
definitely
gamer bathwater.
Gamer Girl bathwater. That's what they're here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Probably.
You caught their attention, Kat, so the spiders come rushing back toward you and attempt to crawl up your skirt and bite you.
Wow. That's gross.
It is gross, and unfortunately you're a wizard.
I didn't consent.
Ooh, a 20. Does that hit you?
Really? Are you asking me?
Am I going to kill you again? 7 points of damage as they bite along your
Oh
legs.
my god, I have 1 HP, you guys! What the hell?
Oh my god. On the plus side, your cat is fine. And it's your turn.
Yeah, bye.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Bye.
Yep. 1, 2, 3,
I think I can.
4.
I think I can move that far back, but I'm just gonna put myself there for
Yep, that's fine. That's exactly how far you can go. 60 feet. You can still make an action, such as turning around and shooting a fireball.
Wait, I can go 60 feet?
Yeah, I
That's
believe
if you
so.
dash.
I thought I could only.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I could go all the fucking way down here.
I'm
I thought I
sorry.
could only go 30.
30
Yeah, that's
feet.
right.
Dashing would
Okay.
be 60. So 30 feet, yep.
There's dashing? Like you can run faster than...
If
Wait,
you,
it's my turn.
it's
Yes,
still your
you
turn,
can-
yes.
Hey, firebolt.
Yes. Aurelian, if you move and then dash as your action, you move again. You don't get
Oh.
to attack or anything.
Okay.
Actually, though, technically, in order to avoid something called an attack of opportunity, Haley has to disengage as her action, which is basically to get away from the spiders without them biting her again. So that would not allow you to hit them with a firebolt. All you're doing is running away and trying not to get bit.
Oh, okay,
If
sorry.
you would prefer to let them try to bite you as you escape, which is not recommended
No
given
thanks.
your armor class and hit points.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good.
What you're essentially doing is you're scraping the spiders off of your legs and running down the hall,
Got it.
which
Yeah,
prevents
fuck
you from
everybody.
casting a spell. But it does get you away, which is more important
Okay.
at the moment. Your cat, on the other hand, is totally fine over here, hanging out by the window, staying away from the swarm, being a cat. Hashtag cat life. Aurelian.
Would I be able to reach them?
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would put you 6 there. So yes, you could get right up next to him. Are you doing your belly flop, or are you going to use like a mace or some shit? Whatever you did, you fucking missed.
Yeah, it was the same,
The belly
same
flop.
idea.
Great. You
Yeah.
roll around on top of them, and once again, they're like avoiding you. Like, you jump, and they all scoot to the side, and you land flat on your belly on wood, and then they come back. Oswald,
The worst part of this is I have a +5.
you're just rolling so shitty. You have to roll a fucking 7 to hit them, and not once. Not just the first time. Oswald, you're up.
Where did he? Is he in the swarm?
He's in the swarm right now. Yeah,
Okay.
He belly flopped right on top of them.
And there goes that. With my sword. So, for 10.
19 hits, 10 damage. Fantastic. Oh, that is enough. 10 damage worth of sword. You just start swapping them all against the walls. Before you know it, the few that remain are like skittering into the floorboards in fear, and they drop. All right.
I look back at Kat and say, "They call me the Exterminator."
You may attack him as a free action. All right. You've eliminated the 2 spider swarms. It is 10:57. Is there anything we would like to do before we wrap up for the night?
Can we see what's down the rest of this way?
Sure. That's a pretty easy one. It is simply an empty hallway with another door. How about, before we forget, the glinting thing in the fireplace? The reason... you're muted, Haley.
Oh, okay. They don't know about that.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm gonna go pick that up discreetly.
Okay. How discreet are you letting Haley be? Aurelian and Oswald. Oswald pretty clearly said he wanted to look around the corner. Aurelian, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go check like this hallway over here.
Okay, so you're going to
See
go
what
look down the
doorways.
other hallway. Cat's cat is going to come back into the hall here now that it realizes things are safe. And Cat, all alone, gets to pocket shit once again. Her MO of stealing things that no one gets to see. So, Cat, you run over to the fireplace to look for that glinting, and you do find it. There's a small crystal bauble. It's a flat-bottom crystal orb. It's pleasant to look at. It's tactilely satisfying to hold. But it doesn't seem to be useful. It's just kind of like a tchotchke. But you think it might be worth a few points. Make a intelligence investigation check. An 11. You think that it might be part of a set. You think there might be similar crystals as weights or counterweights used in alchemical work. So you think this might be worth 5 silver pieces. And if you could find the rest of the set, it might be worth quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the stream and having fun with us. I think we had a great time. We brought Haley back into the game without too much trouble. And she may owe a favor to some dark, foreboding undergod. And we determined the belly flop rule does not seem to work terribly well against others.
And neither is fire.
My
apparently.
computer's just, my character's just completely baffled at that.
Yeah, weirdly, the fire and the rolling around on the floor did not work, but the sword fucking kicked ass.
Yeah.
Swarms are different in this version of D&D.
Yeah. Also, I might have a friend that might want to join.
Okay. We can definitely add a 4th person into the mix.
That'll make dying so much more better.
It'll make things a lot more balanced. Okay. Anything else we want to talk about before we break for the night?
Do I see any doors or anything?
Well, you want to get the rest of this hallway? Wow, how dare you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
How dare you?
I was going to hold it to next
How
time, but
fucking dare you want to know things?
fucking dare you.
How dare I, like, walk over there with the intention of finding out?
I just thought you were doing that so that Haley could get her fucking free treasure for... you do, in fact, see 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. And what looks like another room over here, and there's some kind of banister over there. You're not sure what that's about.
A banister? I don't even know what that is.
Like a railing.
Like a
It's
balcony
very
indoors.
similar to the one that's over here. Oh shit! I forgot about something. Hold on, dude. Wait a minute before we quit. So, something important happens as you walk across this space. Give me a second to pull up the information.
He falls on his ass.
Kind of. You need to make a dexterity saving throw because as you cross this part of the floor, it completely collapses. And this saving throw will determine whether or not you jump to safety over here or fall tumbling into the room below.
What are these
You go
rolls?
straight to the fucking floor below. So as you walk across, the balcony and the floor below you completely collapses. You fall 10 feet to the floor below, and you take a d6 of falling damage. 4 points as you crash on top of broken wood and plaster. Now there's a 7-foot wide gap, and I'll draw it on the thing. Are you unconscious?
Well, I took 3 damage earlier, right?
Yes.
From the spiders. I don't think I took any more damage, right?
No, I don't believe so.
So then that would be 7 damage. I'm not unconscious. I have 13 HP points.
So Haley is in there pocketing a bauble. Oswald is looking around the corner, and from the other room you hear creak, ow, as Aurelian falls 10 feet into the floor below. And now there's like this huge fucking gap you're gonna have to leap over. Okay, that's where we'll end it today.
I would like to cast a second wind, though.
Yeah, go ahead and re-heal yourself. All right. Anything else, guys? Haley's
No!
going to be streaming.
I'm definitely gonna be dying.
Wow,
You're fine.
I only have 1 hit point of damage now.
Dude, I have 1 hit point too. Like I'm definitely
No,
He's
of
only
damage.
one,
I'm
yeah.
12 HP now.
Pluto, you're down to 2. Yeah, that was a big bite. Okay. Haley, you're going to be streaming after this. What are you going to be playing?
Hunt Showdown.
Well, I mean that I'm 12 after the second one.
Yeah, I know. I got you. You're only down by 1. Haley's down 2-1. So she'll probably need a long, short rest or something. Hole up in a room that isn't full of fucking spiders and take a breather. But we'll get to that next time. Hopefully next Wednesday we'll play. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Man, I wish I could play Hunt, but it is 11 o'clock and I should go to bed.
It's an amazing game, let me tell you.
Oh, it's so fucking good, too. Oh,
So fucking. And the ammo update. Ooh.
oh, I bet my wife is fast asleep.
Oh.
No, I can't. I can't be bad. I gotta go to bed. Rip. All right. Good night, everybody.
Right.
Bye.